All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. It is Monday, and certainly happy to hear about the Orioles. Going to talk about that in a few minutes, but yeah, I'm gonna rant and rave here about that game last night. That was awful, 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 awful. Like everything about the game was awful. Beginning was awful. It's hard to watch the game. There's no drama. There's no nothing. What a terrible game. But the ending of the game still blows my mind. So I cannot for the life of me accept like just apathy is the only answer I have of why the Mavs don't foul at the end of the game. That's what you do in a regular season game is you don't foul. You're down by 7, 28, 27 seconds left, whatever. Don't foul. Game's over. The finals, like it cannot, there's no logic by not fouling there. Just whatever, things can happen. So if the game's not officially over, why wouldn't you foul? I just it is crazy to me. So if you didn't watch it, it was 105-98. I need 111 points for the Celtics. I need 104 for the Mavs. It's 28 seconds left, something like that. Mavs got the ball. They called timeout. And the play is for Luca to do a circus running three-pointer for some reason. Like he just rushes it. Yeah, they got to score quickly, but anyway, terrible shot. Celtics get the rebound with like 26 seconds left, like something like that, and 27, some whatever it is. And the Mavs go for a steal. It's like, all right, 3, 4 seconds went by, maybe 6 seconds. Now they're gonna foul. Excuse me. They just don't foul. That's it. They just don't foul. Like again, 99% chance they lose, but stranger things have happened. It is the NBA. They make crazy three-pointers all the time. I cannot believe they didn't foul at least once. Make the Celtics make 2 free throws. Then if you miss, you lose by nine. I'm not saying I guaranteed would have won the bet. I'm really not. But this game is so hard to watch. Like the intensity's not there. The the coaching just sucks. Like I know Jack was carrying on about how great he thinks Jason Kidd is, but the in-game coaching, there's no thought that goes into anything. It is a pick and roll 1-on-1 game. That game sucked. The ending sucked, but if you just watch the last 5 6 minutes of the game, every single possession for both teams is to run a pick and roll and spread the court to get a favorable matchup and just play 1-on-1 basketball. It's hard to watch. It's boring. It's the only thing that is compelling is how athletic these guys are. And they challenge the shots at the rim that they don't really challenge in the regular season with the same ferocity. So all I'm getting is blocks. It is instead of the game going over, we got guys just trying to dunk the ball 8 feet away from the basket. I mean, Tatum is just what? Oh Lord, he's getting bailed out so badly by his teammates here for these first two games, or that be the headline because he is just a train wreck on offense. Bad shot after bad shot, turnovers, can't get to where he wants to go, finally gets to where he wants to go, and then he can't finish at the rim. Oh man. And then for Dallas, they just play this one-on-one offense where it's just not fun. It's just boring. Like when Luca and Kyrie make amazing plays, great, that's entertaining, but it's just boring. And there's no thinking, and it's just unbelievable. It's like this you have, and this happens a lot of times in different industries where groupthink takes over, and that's just what's happened in the NBA. We're just going to do pick and roll, one-on-one offense. There's no variation. There's no back cuts. There's no down screens. There's no nothing. Yeah, the Warriors and Curry would do some fun stuff, but these teams in particular, just three-pointers, pick and roll, five guys out, and it's just it sucks. It really does. So I thought the game was terrible. That the Celtics got bailed out early with all the fouls, and then they're hunting for fouls because they're in the bonus. I mean, if you're a Mavs fan, you just got to be you didn't enjoy any minutes of that game because they should have had a big lead in the first quarter, but call all these little ticky tack fouls. Now the Celtics are shooting free throws. Mavs can't make any free throws. The level of basketball was just terrible. I mean, it really was. So I don't even know what to think as far as the rest of the series because Celtics. The Celtics could have blown them out again, but they're not making their three-pointers early. Really didn't shoot a good percentage at all. Drew Holiday was fantastic. So him and Derek White help my bets. The Luca bet is so ridiculous. Jack wins his, place the bet at 32 and a half. Thinking of, it might go up, and he's there. It's just ridiculous. He's right at 32, and he's not going to, shoots the running three. So we don't have possessions at the end. So I lose that. And just, I think the thing that bothers me the most about the game is that there's never this intensity level. Like a team is really that upset if they lose the game. Like the level of care, it's just not there. Man, something's missing. It was really, really a tough watch. And then at the end of the game, you get no entertainment because the Mavs, they finally cut it, make it interesting, but not really interesting. Like there's no high leverage moments, there's no memorable plays, just whatever. It's a whatever game. It's been a whatever league really for the past few years. I just think something's got to change. I don't know exactly what it is. I got a bunch of suggestions, but whatever. It's I just cannot believe they didn't foul at the end. Frustrating. All right, let me transition because I can be more negative all day, or it's early and we can change the energy and get back to the Orioles because, man, good things happening. Good things for sure. Yankees lose 2 out of 3, get it to 2.5. I wanted to focus on one aspect though because I don't want to recap the Rays series until tomorrow. Let's win tonight. The thing I wanted to talk about with Grayson's outing yesterday and what it means, frankly, for him when he gets through that first inning and when he's got his dominant stuff. But what him and Bradish, I think, really have to learn as we move forward, and that's how do we keep the pitch count down? Because in order to be the ace, in order to, I know baseball's changed a lot. I certainly get it, but you got to be able to get 7 innings. Like in order for it to be a dominant start, you got to get 7 innings. It's not 8 strikeouts, it's 7 innings. That should be the standard for Grayson and for Bradish and for Burns moving forward, especially because there's so much movement here with the rotation. Excuse me. And there's limitations, frankly, to Irvin and how deep he can go. And even Kramer, when he's ready, 7 innings. Suarez and Irvin, it's a little different. I don't want to put that expectations on them. And Kramer, that's setting the bar pretty high. But I wish that we would be in the mindset, especially with how great our defense is, to not obsess over the whiff rate, not obsess over the strikeouts, and obsess more over eating the innings. Because the bullpen, with Wells and Means, basically, with them out, obviously Batista's not with us. The bullpen's a little thin in the AAA. Like they're gonna have to make some moves, and they don't really need to do anything today, tomorrow. But an injury or two would really be unfortunate. So it's important to me when I'm watching, especially Burns tonight. Just let him hit the ball. Like really, we play great defense. Our outfield defense. I don't watch enough baseball around the league. I gotta look at the stats. Probably should have done that before I started, opening my mouth. But we got to be at the top with our defensive fielding and runs saved and all those metrics because it feels like we make a ton of plays out there, led by Cedric, who that was great that he got some hits yesterday. So I just want Grayson. I watched the game yesterday. He's awesome. It's a perfect game, obviously through 5 innings, but so many pitches, and it it's just to me, we want to get out of the mindset of strikeouts, strikeouts, strikeouts. Bradish, I was happy that Bradish mentioned how much he liked his start the other night versus the White Sox start. He'll take that one over the White Sox start. I forget exactly what the quote was. But yeah, we go deeper into the game, let the guys hit the ball. Soft contact is totally fine. That's why Means was always my favorite pitcher. We don't need to strike everybody out. So that was my main thought I wanted to get out about Grayson. But overall, great, great 3 games. Feeling great. Today would be the icing on the cake for sure, because then we go back home for the Phillies and the Braves, and then the Phillies. So a lot to talk about. A lot of great things. Adley's grand slam was awesome. Yeah, I could rant and rave here about the Orioles forever, but yeah, I want to celebrate a little bit more tomorrow. I want to focus on tonight because I was nervous going into the series, and I mentioned it in the pod, and then I mentioned it in the write up. I was pretty much going to stay away this series. And then I don't know. I felt great about Irvin starting on Friday. I like the matchup. Went again on Saturday. Stayed away from the Orioles winning yesterday. I felt a little nervous about how Grayson was going to pitch. It turns out I was nervous really for no reason. And tonight we'll see what the odds are. I just the Rays are such a difficult team. You got to like really kill them. That's why having the killer instinct against this team is necessary. All right, let me take breath here. Got a lot to do this morning. Hope everybody has a good day. It is Monday, so got to start the week off on a good note. Sorry for being negative for the first few minutes here, but I watched that game just. I don't know how to like spin it to a positive because that game was just horrible to watch. I lose these bets at the end. Nobody seems to care, and I sat there and wasted 3 hours of my time. So I enjoyed the podcast with Jack. It was fun. I felt great. I was excited, but the game was a letdown. Jack went, what did he hit? 2-1, and then pushed on the actual game. So, yeah. All right. I think that is it. I'll be back in the morning, and we'll have picks later today. And I feel like I might be forgetting something, but it's probably just something to complain about here at the basketball game. So I'll just let that go. We'll move on. Break down game 3 on Wednesday, and hopefully the Orioles can close them out tonight with the sweep. And you guys have a great day. See you in the morning.